Hello, what's up people, how are you? My name is Micaerys and welcome back to another English video. And yeah, this is my room, my original room. I think I never show you, but this is my room. Okay, so today I wanted to talk to you about a very complicated thing that is the language. Okay, for everyone who doesn't know yet, I'm Spanish. English isn't my first language, that's Spanish obviously, and Galician, because I'm from Galicia. And here in Spain we usually have to study at least one foreign language while we are studying in school and in high school. And that language is English. Well, normally it's English. Years ago it was French, but now it's English. The problem in this country is that in regular schools we don't really practice the English. We study the grammar, the rules about how to make a sentence and how to pronounce certain things, but we don't really practice conversation in English. So when you finish the high school, technically you have a level of English, technically, but you don't really have the skills of that level. It's like, okay, so you have the second level of English because you finished your high school. Okay, but I don't even know how to pronounce hello. How it is, heyo? But technically you have that level. So going to Erasmus and going to a foreign country with foreign people from different nationalities was a huge challenge because it made me practice my English so much. And it was very useful and very educational, kind of, because it helped me to learn more about the language and the people who talks it. And it's pretty funny because, well, you know, Erasmus is a thing that allows people from different nationalities to go study to other countries. So I met a lot of people from a lot of different places, and it's very funny to listen people from Greece, Turkey, Slovakia, Czech Republic talking in English because they have like kind of an accent, but it's more like, I don't know how to explain, like a melody, a kind of melody when they talk, and it's very funny to hear how they speak and how they pronounce. I must say that everyone I met there, well, almost everyone, had a very good level of English, but all of them talk in a different way. Very understandable in general, but it was really fascinating to listen to them. And this brings me to another theme, that is that when you study English in Spain, in the books, you usually don't practice it. I mean, you don't speak to the teacher more like a couple of phrases in the whole class, and then you are free to go and you didn't practice your English. So when you finish, you think that you know how to talk in English, and well, technically you know, but it's like, okay, my level of English is so fucking good, I can talk to anyone and I will understand. And suddenly a British tourist appear and say, hello, can you help me? And you are like, what? What did you say? And in your mind you have a lot of phrases, a lot of sentences, a lot of things you learn in school that you could use, but you are just too confused by the experience of talking to someone that actually knows how to talk in English. And you just block and paralyzed. And it happened to me more than once. When I went to Spain for Christmas, I spent there like a week or a bit more. And when I came back, I went to the supermarket and I found one of my resident mates, and he was from Greece, and he talked a very good English. I mean, he has kind of an accent, kind of a melody, like I told before, but he was pretty understandable talking in English. So he was like, hey, how are you, blah, 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 blah. And my brain understood the words, but my mouth couldn't answer correctly to that phrases. So I was like, yes, good, I was in my home and now I'm going to the residence. It took only 1 week to make me forgot all my practice in English, and I was like, no, why I sound so dumb? But yeah, sometimes that happened, and even now I'm a bit nervous and I'm pronouncing very bad. Or at least I think I'm pronouncing very bad. I don't know. You tell me. And actually there is a funny story about this. He's one of my best friends in the Erasmus experience. And the first times I met with him, it was like, okay, so you are socializing, you have to make friends here because you can't go all the time with the Spanish people from the Erasmus, because then the experience is empty. So I was trying to speak to him whenever I could, and it was nice in general. And one time he came to our residence, and I don't remember how, but the theme of the conversation went to that Spanish people were very crazy and love party, and sometimes they cause trouble. So I was trying to tell him that not all the Spanish people are troublemaker. The expression I was looking for was troublemaker. And instead of that, I got nervous, my brain started to search in my memories the word that I could use. I said terrorist. I said not all the Spanish people are terrorists. And my brain was like, what the hell did you just say? But fortunately he was just smiling and laughing, so I assumed that he understood that that wasn't the word that I was trying to say, but in that moment I was freezing, like, shit. But, okay, everything well, that day was everything nice, but in that moment I was scared because I was like, okay, probably he thinks I'm weird, because, yes, people, you see me right here, like, very confident, very charming, but in reality I'm very goofy and a bit disaster person. So, yeah, that's me. But all of this that I am telling to you is more or less normal. I mean, it's normal that you get nervous when you are trying to speak a foreign language and you just say something that is not correct. And even now I'm doing it. I mean, I'm using the correct words in general, but maybe there is something that in my head sounds good, but it doesn't mean what I'm trying to say. So I hope that you can understand me, because I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. But there is one more thing that makes languages very complicated, and is the mix of languages. Okay, a practical example. I was trying to find food one day, so I went to a kebab place. By the way, my friend Ayça, who is from Turkey, told me that in general the kebab that we eat in Europe is not real kebab. So if you want to find real kebab, you should go visit Turkey and try the real kebab. I will do it eventually. I don't know exactly when, but I want to try the real kebab. So I went to the kebab place and I asked for a kebab, and the thing was, the guy who was talking to me in the shop was Egyptian, I think, but he was used to speak in Czech, and for me, for doing the things easier for me, he was speaking in English to help me understand him. The problem was that was an Egyptian guy that usually speak Czech talking in English to a Spanish guy. So the mix of accents and words and all the noise around me was like, made it, made it very complicated to understand him. I mean, it wasn't his problem or my problem, it was only that all the mix of those things made it difficult. Well, maybe it's in part my problem to not being used to listen to that kind of accent, I don't know. But the thing was that that poor guy, with all his best intention, was asking me, okay, do you want the kebab to eat here or to bring it home? And I was like, yes. Yes, what? I don't know. And he repeat, here or to bring home? And I was like, and probably my face was like, okay, I'm constipated and I'm trying to not die in this place. And he looked at me like, okay, what happened to you? Luckily for me, my friend Erea, you know who she is, was with me that day, so she could understand in that moment what he was saying, so she told me, he is asking you if you want to take this to home. And I was like, oh yeah. The problem was that that wasn't the first time that it happened, and it wasn't the last time that it happened. Sometimes we could do it, and I only needed 2 minutes to take my things and go home. And sometimes I was like, yes, I want a kebab. And they were like, okay, do you want it here or in home? And I was like, I don't understand you. And that happened in the kebab, it happened in the residence with some people, it happens in the school with some people. The problem is that if you don't practice enough and you don't get used to listen to the people talking in English or in the language you are trying to learn, you will discover that you have a very bad listening skills. And even if you get used to it, you will always find people with new accents and new voices, and you will have to try to understand them. But it's okay, it's part of being social and meet new people, so don't worry, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. This is basically that. I mean, I wanted to upload this video because, well, in part because I wanted to talk about this, obviously, and in part as an apologize for all that people that talked to me in some point of my Erasmus and thought that maybe I didn't knew the language or that I was just stupid. So I'm sorry, it's not, well, it's my problem because I get nervous and I don't know what I'm saying, but hey, I'm improving, or at least I'm trying. So, well, tell me about your experiences in the comments if you want. What do you think about learning a new language and trying to speak to them, to people that know also the language or that are from the country of that language? I'm interested, so if you want, you can put it in the comments. And that's all. If you like the video, push that like button, and well, subscribe if you are not, because I want to reach the 500 subscribers. Well, actually I want to reach the 1000, but step by step. You can also share the video with your friends, and I don't know, it's up to you. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye bye!